Hi guys, so let me just switch to screen mode as I'm talking right now, so you'll be seeing it. So that is it. First of all, what you need to note is that this is subject to mistakes because I did this in a hurry. But then again, you can see the story title Darkside. You can see the main cast is me, one of my lesson students, me in two participation as Manuma Yusuf and as BBR. Then the song I use says the name of the story is Darkside. The song only fits in that comes from my demon.
Chapter 1. Title: Back in Time. Beverly, the head of the Supernatural Division, asked, "Is it over?" But Agent Johnson replied, "No, and our best agents are there except the very best." Also, Agent Victory said that the time machine is done, but without testing it, we don't know for sure if it works. Beverly replied, "Call our best agent, which you said was around, and let her try it like that, because no time for a proper test. If Yusuf continues to emit that singularity energy, he would end the world. Call Agent Happiness." Then Agent Happiness was put in a machine and was asked to activate it by pressing the 8-character password. Agent Victory said, "Alpha Bravo 7 Whiskey Echo Charlie Delta 5, and Happiness typed in AB7WCD5 and it was activated. She put in the year that she wanted but was asked to avoid seeing her formal self because they don't know if anything would happen. Happiness had time traveled from the year 2035 to 9 years before it. Immediately past Yusuf Judd finished past Happiness who had left. She came to meet him. He was surprised and asked why she looks matured all of a sudden and changed quickly with a cloth that had the name tag Agent Happiness. She said she came 9 years from the future because she needs his help. Then Yusuf asked, "Okay, don't sugarcoat it, what did I do in 2035? So past Yusuf the next day had just taught past Happiness a subject and used time travel as an example. Immediately she left. The present one entered again and said, "I still remember when you taught me that. It was how I used to teach Agent Cecilia in 2035 how time machine should work. Anyway, about what I was trying to tell you yesterday night before someone called you and I left. You somehow found a way to channel lightning energy into your emotions and you were destroying our city this time, so I was tasked to go and stop it in time." Past Yusuf laughed. "You were asked to kill this me, right?" Happiness answered, "Yes, on a newly created untested time machine. But for the first time I couldn't obey their instruction. Please tell me how to stop you 9 years from now. Yes, you're not from the future, but I know you are intelligent enough to know. Lives are at stake." Immediately past Happiness entered, which shocked future Happiness because she didn't remember coming back in the past. Past Happiness saw her and was very surprised. But she said, "This must be the time travel that Sir Yusuf told me about, like the story of that guy that could run." The other Happiness explained everything to her and said that she didn't remember coming back, so perhaps with her being in 2026, some time actions have started changing. Then past Yusuf asked, "What color was the lightning?" Future Happiness said, "Red." Then Yusuf said, "Oh, I know how to stop me. Technically that was me in the future but also was not me. Have you heard of BBR before?" Chapter 3. Title: Project BBR. Future and past Happiness both said, "No." Then BBR explained, "When I was young, people pissed me so much that I became an angry monster in my head called BBR, but somehow it's as if it came to life and possessed me sometimes. BBR is intelligent since his me somehow. It's like the Incredible Hulk story I told you about." Past Happiness said, "I don't remember." Future Happiness told her, "He has taught you too by this time. The guy who, when he gets annoyed, a big green guy comes out and sometimes can destroy a planet in one of his highest angriest mode." Past Happiness said, "I remember now. Wait, where's your head warmers?" Future Happiness said, "You later stopped, but it's better I don't tell you why so you won't do something else different and change time." Yusuf continue, "Is BBR still present in you now?" Yusuf said, "Yes, he is, so he can actually hear us." Yusuf told them that the only way to stop BBR is to let Yusuf take charge. Then he wrote 2218. Future Happiness said that she's seen that code before as a project in her boss office. Yusuf laughed and said, "B is number 2 when counting the alphabet while R is number 18, so 2218 is BBR." Then Future Happiness entered her time machine and went back to 2035. The past Happiness smiled and said, "Wow, I am even more awesome than I thought I would be in the future." Chapter 4. A Happy Ending. Future Happiness came back to 2035 and future Yusuf was still emitting that lightning, so Happiness came towards him. Agent Victory shouted, "Did it not work because you just entered and came out in seconds?" Happiness replied, Seconds, really, I was gone for days. Then Victory said, "Oh, glad it worked. That's how time travel works sometimes. Years to someone may be seconds to someone, but where's the weapon? Or if you killed him in the past, how's he alive now and still destroying this city?" Happiness laughed and said, "You've forgotten he was once my lesson teacher. If I killed him, then I wouldn't have heard some things and I wouldn't have become who I am now. I would change time and it may worse. No, I couldn't, especially in front of my past self, and yeah, we saw each other but nothing happened. I know how to stop him though. I'm going to meet him now." Then she left towards Yusuf as lightning was shocking everywhere. She screamed, "Yusuf, I know you are right there. I know the person that taught me manufacturing account is right there. I know the man who taught me citizenship is right there. Yusuf, now I know, you have to fight him, you have to win him. You have to beat BBR because you're a man who creates and builds people and city like you did for me. You're not the one that destroys it, so right now, BBR is making you look bad, please come back." The lightning stopped and Yusuf got himself. He said, "You went back to the past." She asked how and he said, "Just now I had two memories of you at the same time, but I've never done the second one yet. It was a memory. I was talking to two of you both past and you on how to stop me from doing what I was doing now. Don't worry, I have finally taken control over BBR completely. Nothing like this would happen again." Then Happiness convinced the police not to arrest Yusuf since he was not himself and nobody really died. Only a few properties were destroyed and the Supernatural Division would pay for them. Then Yusuf told her, "There's one more new memory that I have which was just now and you have to go change it." Happiness said, "What happened? And is it to you or me?" Yusuf said, "You were attacked by Agent Favor and you were going to the hospital, and that memory was 9 minutes ago memory, not 9 months ago. That's who attacked you, so we are going back to 9 minutes after you just stopped BBR and convinced the police not to touch me." Somehow they were about entering the time machine, but Happiness had started feeling dizzy suddenly and an injury in her stomach appeared. Yusuf said, "Press the time button now, let's do this quick." Then she did. Chapter 5. Future, Past, and Present. She saw Agent Favor coming towards her 9 minutes past Seth, so she wore a cap and hit Favor then ran. Police saw Favor with a knife and arrested her. Then she and Yusuf returned back, then her injury disappeared and her dizziness stopped. Months after all of this, Happiness went back in 2026 time to relearn manufacturing account from past Yusuf. Then she entered and her past self remembered her since she traveled to after the time they both met. They were both in the class when a future Happiness from 2040 came and said, "Sir Yusuf, we have to go, all of us. We need your brains and all the happiness we can get like us, past, presents and future. One of us Happiness is trying to end all of us including herself and it would take all of us to stop it. Yes, I don't mean people named Happiness, I mean us just like you too. So guys, let's go save ourselves from one of ourselves." Then they left.
The end.